What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Otaku Room with me, Dom from the Otaku Room. Alright, guys, so Tokyo Revengers, man. So, I said, in episode 1, in our review, and during the reaction, and during my kind of excitement for spring season when we did our top 10 for spring season, I said Tokyo Revengers is one to watch out for, and one that I'm extremely excited for. This was my excitement for spring season for Tokyo Revengers was only trumped by the new season of My Hero Academia, which we covered on the channel too. Go check it out. It was only trumped by that, and this new series is living up to all of it. Honestly, like, we had the first episode, and we were introduced to the character Takemichi, right? And he was a bum. He has a lot of regret that he's built up throughout the last decade. He's kind of like just been skipping job to job. His life is pretty worthless, and he's just kind of moving through the motions in life, and he's already 26. Well, we came to find out that his one and only girlfriend that he's ever had up and died. And that's sad. He found that out as he was watching the news in his scummy, bummy apartment. And he finds out that her and her brother end up passing away because of an accident, right? And he ends up kind of going through the motions again. And he ends up getting pushed onto the train tracks, which snaps him. It snaps him back 12 years, back into middle school. And that's a oh shit moment, you know what I mean? And he gets isekai'd back to himself. And he's able to kind of start setting some stones. He's able to lay some groundwork. And he's able to find the little brother of... he's able to find Hina's little brother, Naoto. And he's able to talk to him and let him know, like, hey, you and your sister are going to die on July 1st. Do whatever you can to save your sister. And during that conversation, he also tells him that he knows this because he traveled back in time, even though he might think it's BS, because he died on the train tracks on this date, blah, blah, blah. Well, the last episode ended with him meeting Naoto actually saving him because he remembered that, hey, you know what I mean? Like, you told me this, and he saved his butt, and now he's still alive in the future. Huge for last episode, right? And that's where we left off. So then as we transition into this episode, him and Naoto were talking about how they can save his sister. And apparently, the accident that occurred that took his sister out, not him, because he wasn't there this time, because Naoto changed his future by becoming a detective, which screwed with the timeline, which is butterfly effect, screwed with the timeline. And because of that, he wasn't even in that area, but he couldn't save his sister regardless of the fact that he knew it would happen. His sister ended up getting hit by a truck, which I guess they're kind of saying was controlled by the 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 gang. So Naoto's theory, change the gang, change the future. So he pinpointed for Takemichi, here's the two dudes, here's the two heads of the 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 gang. They met 12 years ago. If you go back in time, you can change the future. My sister won't die. You'll save her. Dun 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 dun. Wear your cape. Cool. The one thing that kind of bothered me about this was Naoto was for certain about two things. He was for certain that he was a key to activate Takemichi's powers. That bothers me to no end. How in the hell do you know that? I get that he's putting two and two together, right? He's putting two and two together. A, how does he know that he disappeared that night when he talked to him when he was a kid? B, how does he know that he's a part of the activation? How does he know that the handshake is what will activate it? That bothers me to no end. Put down in the comments what you guys think. The second thing that bothers me is he knew for certain that Takemichi would get sent back 12 years to the date back in the past. How do you know that? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know for certain? Well, the one little kink to it is, and this could have just been like a translation thing in the anime, one thing that they said was he was going to get sent back to the same date. So I was like, oh man, that's going to suck if he has to go back and do like a ReZero Subaru kind of ReZero kind of back to action thing and kind of constantly relive and make sure you do the same things over, the ones that are right, the ones wrong. It came to find out that he's going to always get sent back 12 years to the day. So if he gets sent back on July 5th and does blah, 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 comes back, and then 5 days in the future pass, he's on July 10th, he can now get sent back to July 10th, 12 years ago. That was a good thing to note. And we found that out because he was sent back to July 7th. I think it was July 7th. Correct me in the comments. I think it was July 7th. But he was sent back 2 days after the last time he came back. And he got 𝐒𝐻𝐽𝐽 back into a fight where he just got obliterated. And that's kind of how we found that out. But the whole Nato thing, guys, that really, really bugs me. And it bugs me in a good way, right? This anime is freaking awesome. I love that it bugs me. It makes me go like, ugh, and and it makes me think, right? So I'm really excited about finding out more. But there's something there in Nato for sure. Like, why does he know so much? That kind of trips me out. It bothers me. But, as 𝐒𝐻𝐽𝐽 got back to himself, he got the F beat out of him. The gang leader, he asked the gang leader if he could meet the two guys that Naoto had indicated to him. Because of that, homeboy took a bat and just beat him to heck. That caused him to go and meet with Hinata, so he's calling her Hina now, so will we. He went and met with Hina, and that meeting furthered along his drive to save her because there's love there, which is cool. I'm thinking their relationship's gonna grow even more than what it was before, which is really cool to see as well. But he went and met with Hina, and they had a conversation, and you could tell that his passion to go and save her grew, which I thought was really cool. As we kind of fast forward through the episode, we came to find that one of his friends was going to be part of the fight club that was happening during the episode, and his friend is very frail. All of his homeboys were freaking the F out because they're like, if you participate, man, you're gonna die. And through all of this, he finally steps up to the plate, and right when his friend's about to fight in the fight club, he challenges the big boss, and this is going to be a huge butterfly effect. If he pulls this out of his ass, if he makes it happen, this is going to be a huge change to the future. He's going to be able to meet the guys because he just beat the dude right before them, or he's about to beat the gatekeeper into the Manji gang, right? He's going to go be able to meet these guys if he can pull it off. And he gets to save his friend right now. I was like, that's amazing. No preview for next episode, but overall, man, like, I am so invested, guys. Guys, gals, I'm invested. I'm invested into this anime. I think it's amazing. I am so excited. This is one of my... Take away the continuance for this first spring. Take away Soma Spider So What. That's my favorite anime right now. But take away that. Between this and My Hero... Like, My Hero, again, it's a continuance, right? Season 5 already. I think this is the new property-wise. Out of the new properties in spring season, this is the best one. And this, I would think this even trumps, for me, the anime we're not covering on the channel, like 86 or Vivi or To Your Eternity. Those are great. I think they're great. I think 86 might be the best one out of those. They're great. This is the best. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below, guys. I love Tokyo Revenger. I think it's freaking awesome. I cannot wait for more. I hope you guys can't wait for more, too. Do me a favor, guys. Click on this video right here. This is going to be our full reaction to today's episode. The one right below, that's what YouTube says is best for you. Subscribe and like, and we'll catch you guys next week for the next Tokyo Revengers episode review. Peace out, guys.